Look, I understand. Right now, you're probably feeling worn out, maybe even a bit defeated. You've checked the Pi Network app more times than you'd like to admit this week, staring at your balance and wondering, what's actually going on with my Pi? You're not alone. I've been hearing from so many people messages filled with doubt, frustration, and even resignation. Some say they're ready to give up altogether, convinced that Pi is just another overhyped, under-delivering crypto experiment. And honestly, I get it. The waiting, the silence, the uncertainty, it wears on you. But let me say this, if you're here, still listening, still searching for answers, that means deep down you haven't given up. That little flicker of hope inside you? It's not foolish. It's not naive. In fact, that hope might just be more justified than ever. Because what's happening right now in the Pi Network ecosystem, especially with the transition into open mainnet, might be the most important shift we've seen since Pi was first introduced. And the truth is, most people have no idea how significant this moment really is. So let's cut through the noise. If you're tired of being in the dark, if you're done wondering why your Pi balance seems frozen in time, then you're in the right place. This is where the confusion stops and the real understanding begins. When Open Mainnet was finally announced, many pioneers celebrated. This was the milestone we'd all been waiting for, right? It felt like Pi had crossed the finish line. But then, nothing changed. Your balance still looked the same. That number that once felt promising now felt like a mocking reminder of stalled progress. You've been mining for years, 3, maybe even 4, and yet your hard-earned Pi just sits there, untouched. Here's the part no one's been explaining well, your wallet isn't broken. Pi isn't a scam. And you didn't waste years of your time. What's happening is actually pretty logical once you look past the buzzwords and complicated explanations. Let's simplify things. Imagine your Pi balance as a kind of 3-stage rocket. First, there's your unverified balance, that's the Pi you see but can't use. Then there's the transferable balance, which is on its way to being usable. Finally, there's the mainnet migrated balance, which is your actual usable cryptocurrency. Most people are stuck in that first stage. Their Pi is real. It's earned. But it's locked, and the reason comes down to verification, KYC. Remember those people you invited to join Pi? Friends, family, maybe even strangers you connected with years ago? Remember building your security circle and earning bonuses from your team's mining activity? Well, that Pi is now tethered to those people completing their KYC verification. If they haven't verified, the portion of your Pi tied to them stays locked. And I know what you're thinking, but I did my KYC. Why is my Pi still stuck? That's the most common frustration I hear, and it's completely valid. You followed the rules, you did your part. But if others in your earning team haven't done theirs, your Pi remains in limbo. It's not fair, but it's how the network ensures that only verified, real users benefit from the system. Here's where things get real. You can actually see who's holding up your progress. In the app, check your unverified balance, then view your team. You'll see exactly which of your earning partners haven't completed their KYC yet. Now this is either going to fire you up with motivation, or leave you feeling even more stuck. And here's the kicker, there's no set deadline. The core team hasn't said, everyone must verify by this date or lose their Pi. That means your unverified balance could sit idle for months or even years unless action is taken. But don't lose hope, because this open-ended window is actually one of Pi's greatest strengths. Other crypto projects have been plagued by bots, fake accounts, and systems designed to be exploited. Pi is different. Pi wants to build a network of real people. The verification delays? As frustrating as they are, they're also what's going to make Pi stronger, more valuable, and more legitimate in the long run. While you're feeling stuck, developers are building apps powered by Pi. Businesses are starting to accept Pi for real transactions. A functioning digital economy is slowly taking shape, but only verified Pi can participate. When your Pi finally moves from unverified to mainnet, you're not just unlocking a token. You're entering a whole new ecosystem designed for real, everyday use. So what can you actually do? Start by being proactive. Your Pi isn't stuck because of a system error, it's stuck because someone in your team hasn't verified. And you can help. Reach out. Don't nag or pressure people, but educate them. Explain how the process works, why it matters, and how close they are to unlocking value not just for themselves, but for you too. Many users started the KYC process and abandoned it partway. Maybe they had trouble uploading their ID, or they weren't sure how to take the right kind of selfie. A little guidance could be all they need. You can walk them through it using the checklist in the Pi app. And here's something most people don't realize: once someone in your team completes KYC, the effect is immediate. Their portion of your Pi balance moves straight into the transferable category, and from there, into your mainnet wallet automatically, without delays. There's no monthly processing or batch updates. It's a real-time system. Of course, none of this is easy. It's not fair that your progress depends on others. Some of your team members might be unreachable, uninterested, or long gone. And yes, that means some of your Pi might stay frozen forever. That's a tough pill to swallow, but it also underscores the importance of helping those who are still around. Every person you assist in getting verified brings you and the entire network one step closer to full potential. You're not just helping yourself, you're strengthening the very foundation of the Pi network. Because this isn't just about getting Pi listed on exchanges and cashing out. This is about building a decentralized economy where value is created and exchanged by regular people like you. So if you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or uncertain, take this as your call to action. Help your team. Guide those who need support. Get involved in the community. Because every verified user adds strength to the network, and every unlocked Pi brings us closer to the vision we've all been waiting for. And most importantly, remember, your unverified balance isn't a dead end, it's an opportunity. You have more power than you realize. The only question is, will you use it?